happy weekend. Welcome back for another Justin Makes Cocktails. Tonight, I am going to be making a drink called a Caipirinha, which is like the national cocktail of Brazil. It's been on my list for a while of drinks I'd like to make. I feel like it's a drink you happen into when you're at resorts. It's often on the menu because it's very tropical tasting. It's got some lime and sugar in it, so it's a nice sweet drink with a kick to it. I had it a couple weeks ago at a restaurant, and it was really good, and I was like, I have to make this at home ASAP. So I got some cachaça, which is a Brazilian liquor. It's basically distilled, it's made from, it's a distilled liquor made from sugarcane. There's a process there that I didn't read too much into, but I think that's why it comes from Brazil. It's only made in Brazil. And only a small percentage of it is actually exported. But recent years, it's gotten more popular outside of Brazil. A couple of things about the drink itself. I found a couple of kind of origin stories, and one of them, both are from Portugal. And one of them was that it was used, this drink, the Caipirinha, or a version of it, was used to treat the Spanish flu. Now back then, the drink was made with lemon, garlic, and honey, which, I mean, sounds ridiculous. I would totally try it, but it's probably questionable. And even modern day, they still use this drink or something like it to treat things like the cold. The second thing I saw that it's based on a drink called a poncha, which is from Portugal, which was made with a liquor called aguardente, which is another sugar-based liquor. And same thing, it was made with honey, sugar, orange, or lemon juice. And then over the years, it's kind of changed a little bit to make it more of a drink you would have just to have. And the drink from Brazil, the modern version of it, supposedly pairs well with this stew that's made with beans and beef and pork, which maybe it goes with that because it's such a contrast, because it's a pretty sweet drink in my opinion. But and then I thought this was interesting too. The name of the drink is based off of a Brazilian Portuguese word, Caipirinha or something. It's like a shortened version of it, but basically it just means like people who live in the countryside in Brazil, which Wikipedia, I'm not saying this, Wikipedia compared it to what we would call in the United States a hillbilly. So I'm not here to shame people who live in rural areas, but that's just a word that that the drink name is based off of. All right, so I've got a glass, an old-fashioned glass, and I'm gonna take a whole lime, which I've sliced up, and I'm gonna put the whole lime in here. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. I'm gonna leave a couple. Well, I can get in there. We'll see how it goes. I might have to pull out a couple in a bit. 2 teaspoons of sugar, and I'm gonna muddle. And the muddling is really important because we're wanting fresh lime juice, and you need a lot of lime to make this drink good, because besides this, we're just adding in liquor. So we've got to have a really good liquid in here. And honestly, there's quite a bit in here. I did find the recipes are all over the place with how much lime to use, and it probably depends on the size of your limes, but one recipe was like 6 limes to make 2 drinks, and I was like, that's a lot, but I'm assuming it means like the little tiny limes, but the ones I bought aren't that small, so I went ahead and just used 1 whole lime, and the trial drink I made was pretty good with that. All right, so I've got a pretty good liquid there, a nice limey, sugary mixture, and now I'm gonna add the cachaça. Nice, I thought this is the only kind I had at the liquor store, but I thought it was a really cute bottle. The brand is something I cannot say, so I'm not even gonna try it, but I need 2.5 shots, so I'm gonna start with 1.5 shots. Mentioned this in a recent video, but this is a jigger, and like the one side of it is 1.5 shots, and the other side is just 1 shot, which is actually really handy for me, so that's why I got it. So a total of 2.5 shots. All right, and then I'm going to top with some chipped ice. Gotta get really cold, and then I just need to stir it up for a while. I've got my nice little reusable metal straw here, which is really nice for small drinks. You know, if you don't want to, mess with the ice and everything, it really helps have a little straw and you don't have any waste. All right, so it looks a little messy with my ice here. So this is a Caipirinha, so I'm gonna give it a little try here. The thing I like about this drink is you could make it sweeter if you wanted. I like the lime flavor, so I probably could have put more sugar, but I didn't want to. But it's perfect. There's so much lime in here. You have to put all the lime. It seems crazy to put a whole lime in a drink, but you really need it. That's really what the drink is. It'd be like, if you're making a vodka cranberry, you're obviously going to put in plenty of cranberry. Lime juice is what the main ingredient is for this, for the fruit. So I'm going to give it another try here. So give it a shot. Definitely try to find this at your liquor store. It's not that expensive. You can wow your friends with it. Caipirinha, my Brazilian drink of the week. Happy weekend.